Sai Ram, everyone. I salute the divine within all of us. Could I have the presentation, please? Thank you. I'm very grateful to be able to present some highlights of the activities of our zone. The first slide depicts the 14 countries that are under Zone 6, starting from Israel on the east and ending, including UK and Ireland on the west. The next slide, please. As it happens all around the world, this is the case also in Europe. The devotees started meeting in person in all the countries, in the majorities of Sai centers. And as you already heard from the young adults, we are very blessed and fortunate to have a Sai Prema facility center. And there we conduct different activities. The activities that you see on this slide are traditional activities that are going on for several years. Of course, they have been paused in these 3-4 years because of COVID. Now they resumed again. So I'll just mention them. And of course, we have before mentioning another triple blessing, and this is that in most of the cases, not only our zone, but our meetings are combined and we meet together all the three zones, zone 6, 7, and 8. So for most meetings in Sai Prema, all three of us are there, and which is fantastic. We have opportunity to share, to spread inspiration and collaboration. So we had the 2 yoga retreats. We had, you can go back, Nilesh, no, it's no problem. Thank you. We had a European SSCHV camp for children, the young adults retreat you heard about, and in September we had a sadhana camp, and in September we had the European officers meeting for zone 6 and 7 and 8, and we would like also to extend our gratitude to our online guests, Marianne, Alida, Marco, Leonardo, and Suresh, who by their presence and wisdom really inspired us very much. Recently, we had the ISE South Europe Course 1 meeting, which was the culmination of 3 years, I think 2 or 3 or even more years of online meetings and webinars. So it was fantastic for the ISE members and participants to be all together. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Thank you. You already heard from the young adults about the Young Adult International Retreat. It is, of course, again, a great privilege and opportunity and blessing for us to host it. We are in collaboration with and cooperation and coordination with the other zone chairs and close collaboration with the young adult leadership. So very much looking forward to this event, and this is one of the main projects in our zone for this and for the next year. Next slide, please. This will be covered in more detail, probably from Zone 7, from Angelica and Manfred. I'll just mention that under their leadership, services, there is an ongoing initiative that is aimed to help Syrian people that are victims of the earthquake. So I will skip the details and leave them to Zone 7. Next slide, please. This is a very important event that took place recently in October in Bosnia, in Sarajevo. The interfaith meeting was organized by the Franciscan community, and our organization was invited. It was represented by Miss Gordana Boban. She is a distinguished Bosnian actress. She gave a brilliant, short, inspiring presentation and of the organization and Swami's teaching, and the presentation ended by the chanting of prayers for global peace. Other members of other communities as Muslim, Jewish, Catholic, Baha'i, Protestants were present. This is important, very important event, because these areas are multi-ethnic, multi-religious, multicultural. So any possibility to meet, to have dialogue to exchange. It's fantastic to see this unity and diversity. All of us who had the good fortune to be in California in April for the conference, we felt it because the first day was dedicated to interreligious dialogue and meeting. So it was a fantastic event. Please, next slide. This is a project going on inside Zone 6. It is a history of the SSIO in Zone 6. We wanted to reach the roots. As probably happens in all over the world, the organization in different countries started maybe 20, 30, 40, even 50 years ago. And the founders of the organization, all the devotees are no more or difficult to reach. So we decided to bring out the history, how the Sathya Sai organization came into existence in our countries by interviewing all devotees, founders, searching through archives, and this way providing developmental milestones for each country. It is a fantastic project because it allows to go back, to revive memories, to bring contacts with older devotees, and also to provide some foundation, written foundation, traceable foundation for the other new generation, and also it's very good for the archiving committee. I think in one of the Eternal Charities recently there was a history of one of the countries described as an example. So I really love this project. Maybe it will also inspire some in other zones to do a similar thing. Next slide, please, Nilesh. Yes, this is due to many challenging events, and we all know in which times we live. We were prompted to start a collective daily prayer for all the zone, online prayer at 6:30 to 7 a.m., a short guided by Swami's chanting of Om and Gayatri, and then a short light meditation, because it gave us a feeling that we, at least in prayer, can devote some time to alleviate the suffering of all the human beings and other beings, living beings, and to give something. If we cannot give it physically, by helping in different ways, at least by praying to our dearest Lord. These are short highlights from our zone, and thank you very much for your kind attention. Sai Ram.